So this movie review is
Insidious, chapter 3.
Let me just say, I love horror movies. I have a huge collection. I can tell you.
Yep, she does. More of a horror film than I am. Well, yeah, she likes all that. To
When
me,
it comes
I've
to,
been more of the like Insidious is my type of horror film. She likes all of that. She likes the gore. She likes the slasher. Sinister.
Sinister. There you go. Sorry, I'm way off
what
on
the
this.
heck? We're talking
Sinister 2. If you guys seen the previews to that, let me know what your thoughts are. Because the first one to me, I didn't like it at all. Because
she's excited for the second.
I don't know if I should be disturbed by this, but I'm really excited for this second part to that. But anyway, this review is going to be on Insidious chapter 3. So let's get to it.
So basically, this is a prequel. So it's everything before Insidious 1 and 2. It basically is, the storyline is based on this girl who just recently lost her mom. And she believes that her mom is trying to contact her from the afterlife. So she finds out, I guess through a friend, that, there's this lady.
Which we already know the old lady.
Elise. Yeah, Elise. She comes out in part 1 and 2. She's the one that helps that family. So basically that she does, she reads, she does, man, what is that word again?
What, tarot cards?
No, she reads your psychic. She does psychic things, so she's able to help you, like, you want to contact the lost one or a lost member of your family. So she goes and she visits her house and she tells her, look, so and so told me about you and this and that, and I came here to see you. And at first she didn't want to, but something about the girl, like, told her, okay, come in. So she let her in and she did the reading, and then she got these like bad vibes from it, and so she stopped. So the girl she said, thank you and this and that for helping me. So she goes home. So the story goes on from there, where
you're kind of like telling us.
I know.
Okay, so let me do the short version of this.
So basically, the girl, she believes that it's her mom that's trying to contact her, but in reality, it's a demon. I don't know if you want to call it a demon, but it's a bad spirit.
Yeah.
But they say it's a
entity.
It's a bad entity. That's what we call it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
In the thing. So basically, to make it very clear for anyone that's never seen Insidious 1 and 2, Insidious 1 continue to Insidious 2, you don't really have to see the first two to understand this third one, because this is like a whole other thing.
But I would recommend for you to see the first two.
Yeah, obviously,
because you would know, good. Like you will understand way more. You will understand a lot more of the storyline, and you understand certain parts when she talks about
the family.
The family, and there's a the reason, like she talks about, there's a spirit why she stopped doing readings, because of a certain spirit when she tried it that told her, I'm gonna kill you. So ever since that, she's been scared to ever go back into that. It's called the further. Yeah, she called it. She's been scared to ever since that spirit told her, I'm gonna kill you, to go back. But in order for you to understand that, you need to watch part 1 and 2, because then you will understand. Okay.
And I think part 2 explains a little bit more.
Yeah, part 2 explains more on the spirit.
On this other entity. This other entity, which we call the Lady in Black, she's trying to take over another body, because apparently there's this thing where spirits, when they find that your host is what's the word I'm looking for?
They find, you want to call it vessels that are empty, basically.
Yeah, there you go.
Your soul is not there, so they're able to.
They could kind of
come in and take over.
And they want to live. They want to do harm by being this way.
Not even supposedly they say that there's some that are just scared. They want to leave the darkness, so they want to get into the body to come back. But there are some who actually want the souls in order to keep them with them.
Like, for example, in this chapter 3, that was the whole purpose. There was the whole apartment complex is based on this one guy, I guess.
That he died. They didn't even explain much of his story.
Yeah, they didn't explain his story very much. It just seemed like he was like an old person. I don't know.
I told her it had to be a spirit that had to be a
They
spirit
were
of someone that
taking-
died there.
They were
because-
kind of making people, I guess, kind of commit suicides or accidents that they died because he didn't want to be alone in the further.
Yeah.
So by doing this, he was kind of in a way collecting spirits or other,
Yeah.
ghostly people or whatever. And you get to see just a few of an idea of how they died because they make it like pretty easy to understand. He was just trying to take over this teenager girl little by little until he kills her. But the ending felt flat because you kind of already know from part 1 and part 2. So for this one, the way it ended, I just didn't get it. I didn't.
Yeah, the endings. If you've seen part 1 and 2, you'll be like the ending left you a little confused. Like, so where is it that they're gonna go on from here? Cause
And if you guys seen part 2 and saw how it ended with a girl in the wheelchair, I haven't mentioned this already. It really has nothing to do with part 3.
that's what I thought. That part 2 where it ended, that was gonna be about the girl.
So with Insidious, they could do more chapters and they could continue with other stories, or maybe chapter 4 would continue with chapter 2. I don't know if that's how they're gonna do it.
Or maybe there wasn't. Or maybe this wasn't the story right before, Insidious 1 and 2. Maybe she had one or two more cases before it.
It
We
could
don't
happen.
know.
We don't know, but that's what's really awesome about
Yeah.
Insidious.
And this one you find out that she helped. If you've seen the first one is basically about a little boy. And in chapter Insidious 3, she lets you know that she helped that little boy's father, because in Insidious 1, I think they talked about that he had that same problem. He has the same ability that his son has now.
Yes.
So she's the one that helped him when he was little. She's the one that helped the father when he was little.
Yes.
They do bring that into this
So
one.
yeah, they bring about how you helped him, and now he's a father and he has his own son. So part 1 will explain mostly about his son, and then how his son has this ability through him. There you go. That's what I was trying to get at. And then
Part 2 is based on the entity that
about this entity.
the boy's father the entity he had to fight with when he was little.
And so in this one they kind of put a hint in there that now he's a father and he has his own kid. So you already know that she took care of him when he was a kid, and now she's taking care of his kid.
Yeah, she's taking care of other people. Like her friend is going to tell her, look, you're able to help this kid. You should, you shouldn't be scared. You're able to save people's life. You should, continue doing this, even though, your life could be at risk. But as long as you're able to save other people's life, that's all that matters. So yeah. So overall, to me, I'll say I'll give this one the same 3 to me. 3.5, I think, is perfect.
I would say 3 because even though it's a good movie, I still love it. I will get the collection when it comes out, in a set or something. But the ending, it wasn't doing it for me.
Yeah, the ending leaves you a little confused, like
So-
you don't know what part.
They might have a chapter 4, hopefully next year. I don't know.
And I gotta
can't
say, it wasn't the same director. He was a producer in it, who is not the same thing as him directing it.
Didn't it do good in the box office?
James Wan is the one that directed part 1 and 2. He was the same director, which is gonna be sound weird for a couple of you who don't know. He's the one that directed Fast 7. He's the same guy who directed Insidious 1 and 2, and he did the first Sinister, and he did this movie called Dead Silence. If by any chance you know.
I love his signature. He has this signature how he does his movies, and if you've seen part 1, part 2, part 3, he kind of has that in there as well. So
yeah.
he's awesome.
So yeah.
We kind of talked
Insidious
a little
3.
bit long on this one because I really like horror movies, and I'll talk about every little detail about it.
If you haven't yet, you should go see it in the movie theater. It's not bad.
It's worth it.
If you don't want
if you're
to,
into
then
horror movies,
wait
it's
for
worth
it until it comes out.
Yeah. To each
But
his
yeah,
own.
overall, if I had to rate them, 1's the best, 2 is second, and then this one will be third.
So thank you guys again for watching. We appreciate when you guys watch our videos, and please leave any comments below. All the description will be in the description box below, and see you in your next video.